There are more than 1,500 people living in tunnels below Las Vegas.
I'm always wondering what time it is.
Directly under the billion-dollar casinos, luxury nightclubs, and blackjack tables, people suffering from homelessness, drug addictions, and mental health trauma are living completely off the grid and by their own rules. Do you mind if I ask what happened to your eye?
Gunshot wound to the head. Yep.
I want to find out what this hidden community is like, how these people ended up down here, and shine a light on this mysterious underground world.
Down we go.
This is the Las Vegas Strip. The Las Vegas Strip is really loud and has a lot of cars. And it's crazy to me to think there's a tunnel below the street where the people are living. I've been to Vegas many times, but I've never had like the goosebumps like I have now. Like none of these people here on street level know about what's going on underground. We're going deep down, my friends. We're going down, 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 down.
I am on my way to meet up with Rob, an ex-tunnel resident who escaped homelessness after an attack that left him near dead on the train tracks. I'm really lucky to have him as my guide because it is next level dangerous to venture inside the tunnels alone. We're starting here at the Shine a Light Foundation headquarters, which is a nonprofit helping the community. Everyone who works here are people that used to live in the tunnel, so they understand the life, they know how to talk to the people, and it's awesome to see how they're giving back. And I'm gonna put a link in the description down below if you guys want to donate and help support the community. Here we go. Over 600 miles of tunnels stretch beneath Las Vegas, where people take shelter and create new lives. The tunnels are prone to flooding during monsoon season, and drugs like fentanyl and crystal meth are widespread. Today, I'll be heading down with some volunteers, and we're starting directly beneath one of the most iconic casinos in Vegas, Caesars Palace. All right, we got the dream team going down. What do you guys got down here?
Narcan and care packages.
Nice.
They contain like socks and like food and just necessities and stuff.
Have you been down here many times?
This one is like, it changes a lot.
So you don't know all the people down here?
I don't.
Gotta be honest, it's pretty intimidating to stand here and look down at the tunnel. You can see all the trash here leading into the tunnel. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I'm just at a loss for words right now. I don't even know what to say or what to think, but it's very sad. Where are you originally from?
Boise.
Boise?
Yeah, man, I'm from Boise.
What about you, man?
I'm from Riverside, California.
Oh, nice. Why did you choose this spot over other spots?
Because I knew one of the guys here and he was pretty cool, like he's cop and everything. But after the cops came, they kind of pushed this one.
Does this hurt when you look at it in your eyes?
Yeah, it's a laser, man. It hurts. It doesn't
Sorry
hurt.
about that.
It doesn't hurt when you put it in your eyes?
No, like it's like I'm like from another place and shit. Like I can like look into the sun and I can like sit there and shine lasers in my eyes and it makes me feel better, like awake.
What do you guys do during the day or just hang out here?
During the day, it's like I try not to do too much, but at night is when I attack, you know.
What do you do at night?
But get supplies.
Get supplies?
Yeah.
You sleep here right here?
No, this is like my office area.
I don't sleep. I'm a vampire.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm Nosferatu. I just woke up recently though. Like check it out. You see?
Yeah.
So you say you didn't sleep.
I'm like a dark shaman priest. I used to worship Satan. Lucifer is like the main thing. I just remember these names are probably today.
You worshipped him before?
Well, no, never. Like I'm my own guy. I don't worship shit, but I got people's backs. Drugs, you know what I mean? If y'all wanted to take maybe like a hit.
Which drug do you prefer?
I like blues. I would quit crystal if I had blues, like a prescription and shit or whatnot. I like morphine, like morphines and shit.
Just for you, man.
Thank you, man. I needed this. With this, I'm gonna try to get my ID, maybe. I might end up just wasting it on drugs. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, there's a way out, brother.
What I need is some people to just pray for me to have like strength and physiques.
Gotcha. Is that Narcan?
Narcan.
I'm gonna give you some, guys. I'm gonna give you some.
What is that?
That shit really helps.
No, it takes 3 to bring you back.
Oh, nasal spray.
You
Yeah.
guys, I hear that one.
Take it easy, bro.
Take it easy, guys.
Yup.
Getting out of here is insane. Jeez, you barely fit in here. Whew. Oh man, sludge foot. Ah! The big boy over here.
Look at it here.
Could be a lineman.
Thank you, brother.
All right, we are heading down.
Shine a light. Shine a light. Shine a light. Shine a light. Got supplies.
It is dark in these tunnels. We're just approaching and seeing if anyone's there. hate being hated by most everyone for what other people do. Not all homeless people are bad. I like that. This is crazy, dude. So sketchy. Completely dark in here. And cold. It's interesting that there's natural light right here. Like, crazy, right?
Just the manhole cover.
There's daylight right there. You can see a little glimpse of the sky. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's turn off the light for 1 second. Oops. Damn, it is pitch black in here.
They live here. They wake up. They know where the rocks are.
They can hear the sounds of the street.
Everything.
What does that sound right now? Is that like
The street, cars.
just cars on the
Yeah,
street?
the freeway is right here. We're under the freeway. The tunnel is like the best example of both addiction and homelessness, because to think that like this would be your normal,
Right.
but it gives you the illusion, right? Like I got a roof over my head. And during the summer, it's not as hot down here. During the winter, it's not as cold because it blocks the wind. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was a lot of randomness
Right.
that happened. You know what I mean? Like there was a guy in my neighborhood that was killing homeless people with a hammer for like a couple weeks, and they caught him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like just random stuff like that. Like people would drive by and throw a bottle. People would yell things.
Damn.
And plus other homeless people out there. You know what I mean?
Whoa. What is going on over here?
It's all debris from the last rain.
Whoa. Dude. That's the back of Caesar Palace.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can see the sign for Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
But like nobody knows that there's people under here. Why did you originally come to Vegas?
I was getting in a lot of trouble back home, and I had a friend that lived out here. He was a cook, and I was a cook at the time. I came out here to kind of try and change my life, and when I landed, very quickly I realized he wasn't so much a friend as much as a using buddy. You know what I mean? So I landed here. We were in a bad neighborhood, and it was really the environment, right? The environment. I was able to continue to do what I was doing. So I was kind of able to hold it together for a while, get married, had kids, and eventually it kind of came to an end.
And then when did you first hear about the tunnels?
I didn't hear about it until I was like 2 or 3 years homeless. I had relapsed, was homeless right away. I was living on the surface. And when you're homeless, like there's no resources. You don't know where anything is, you know what I mean? So I kind of had to learn on the fly. And it kind of progressed, right? I was, the area I talked about, Four Master, is like a major hub for homelessness in Las Vegas. And got used to being homeless, figured out my hustles and all that. And then I went to another area of town called by the Rescue Mission. And while I was there, I built up a group of friends and people that I used to hustle with and get high together. And the day came, a buddy was like, hey, come over here, come check this out with me. I went with him. He introduced me to what would be my tunnel for the next 2.5 years.
What was life like those first few years in the tunnel?
Little sense of community, you know what I mean? And but it was also a lot of chaos too, you know what I mean? A lot of
Who's this
chaos.
guy?
Is that Jay?
You want Jay?
Jay, I brought a friend. He wants to talk to you.
Where are you from, bro?
New Hampshire, East Coast.
Oh, which part of New Hampshire?
Like, I grew up in Chichester, but I lived in Concord most of my
Nice.
life.
And how long you been out here in Las Vegas?
Too long, like 10 years, 12 years, I don't know, a long time.
What's it like to live down here?
It's horrible. Yeah, there's no plus side to it in any way. It can flood at any time, even though we have a drought. Thievery is always a problem, and then seriously haunted.
Haunted?
Oh yeah.
In what ways?
Some stuff's from here, some's not. I mean, basically, I suppose.
So there's no sense of community, like people getting along, or every man for themselves?
I mean, it used to be a community, but those days are gone. I can't even tell you who lives here.
Is there anything that you want that you don't have right now?
All material objects have zero value to me. I've had all my stuff stolen so many times and bulldozed. It's absolutely irrelevant. That has no value whatsoever. Money really has no value. I mean, like I say that, that's sad. I mean, I got a bunch of money in the bank, got Social Security. I'm 100% disabled. I get money every month. It goes into a bank account that I can't get because I don't have my ID.
But it sounds like there is an escape for you.
No, there is, and I don't give a about the money in any way. You have no idea how much I mean. I could care less.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you down here?
The haunting thing's pretty serious. I mean, I don't even tell people about this. There's demons, there's that's from here, there's shit not from here.
You've seen demons?
Oh yeah.
What do they look like?
They're blacker than black.
What kind of drugs do you mess around with down here?
Just dope, that's all.
Do you have contact with any of your family back home?
No, I don't talk to any of them.
Friends?
No.
What do they think you're doing right now?
They think I'm dead. They thought I was dead.
Have you ever seen someone get killed down here?
Seen someone chopped up. I mean, but there's definitely been people killed down here.
You've seen people get chopped up? Like with a knife?
Something like that, yeah.
Have you been in prison?
No. I don't know how to even keep up with the laws or the statutes. Now you can't stand on the boulevard, you can't sit on the boulevard, you can't be 20 yards from an
You
elevator.
mean all the homeless people?
Yeah, 100%. Going to the boulevard now is just like a go to jail free card. You can't stand in one spot, you can't sit in one spot. It's some new law they just passed. It's targeted towards homeless people. Mind you, we have our own courthouse, right? We have different laws and everything else. If I get caught on the boulevard with a glass, like a bottle of beer, I'm going to jail for a month. But the tourists can bring them, can have bottles of beer, so it's illegal to push a shopping cart down the sidewalk if it has a company name on it. And now there's a new law where it's illegal to have a shopping cart even anywhere near you because it's store property. How do you keep up with these laws? How do you know what you can't stand 20 yards from an elevator? I mean, that's just weird.
That's awful. I mean, you're just kicked out of your own land, basically.
They have a corridor restriction where if you get a ticket in the corridor area, which is all the boulevard, the casinos, all the area, you go to jail for 30 days, then 90 days, then 6 months, then a year, then 5 years. Mind you, I know 2 people that committed first-degree murder, you got out in 2.5 years.
Wow.
That's
Do you mind if I ask what happened to your eye?
gunshot wound to the head. Yep.
Down here?
No, back east.
Okay.
Yep. So every day is a gift because I guarantee that you don't expect to wake up and get shot.
Are you depressed?
No.
You're just existing. You're coasting.
That's it. Yep. And it's like it is what it is, and I don't know how to fix the problem as far as that goes. Like
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
dead. I don't have anything to look forward to. I'd say. Yeah. I mean that. It's like I just don't. I'm not like suicidal or anything like that. I just don't. Every day is like the movie Groundhog Day. It's just repetitive. Every day. And anything you try to do to get ahead won't work.
Shine a light, brother. It's Rob. Where you at, brother? Okay, I see you. I'm coming over. You good? Don't shoot.
You have a cigarette?
I do, baby. How you been? I got my friend with me. He's got a camera.
Hi. How are you?
Here's 3. Here you go. You need a lighter? Here you go, baby. How long you been down here?
I just got here,
Just got here?
but since 2019.
2019. Where are you from? You from Vegas?
I just came over from the railroads, from their office there.
Anybody else in here with you or no?
If they are, they're probably sleeping. Yeah. How you guys doing?
I'm good. Here's our number.
Alright.
If you want to try and get out, we'd love to help you. You know this. I tell you this all the time.
I need a detox program, but for coming to sewer. I almost got into one. You know?
For what?
And it's not like a dry, clean club thing, you know? It's not AA. It's
All right. Give us
it can be.
Give us a call, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have a good day.
Thank you too. Is it wavy
No,
out there? Okay.
no.
She's clearly on drugs, right?
Yeah, mental health too.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you had to guess, what kind of drugs is she on?
Probably meth. Probably meth. Meth is a very popular homeless drug because it keeps you attentive, keeps you like aware. You know what I mean? Like you can hustle. He's got a camera, just so you know. It's funny.
How you doing?
How are you, brother? Good. Do you want to talk to him for a little bit?
What's going on? How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Jesse, brother.
How long you been living down here?
It's almost a few years.
A few years. This where you sleep?
Yeah. That's where I sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
You just got these supplies like from outside and then just
Yeah.
put them down? And what is all this stuff?
Jay's stuff.
Oh, that's not yours? What's the toilet situation like down here?
Bucket.
Bucket?
Then take it out.
What about the fact that there's no light anywhere? Is that tough?
No.
No?
Flashlight.
It's their home. They're used to it. Like when I was down here, I used to do this. The light. If I didn't have a light, I just put my hand on the wall. You just run it like this, so you know where.
Yeah.
When you were down here, did you have a setup like this for bed?
Similar, very similar.
Yeah.
I was pretty simple. I didn't have. I at times I had big camps and all that, but then by the end I was just, crash out and keep going.
Right.
My hustle was like dumpster diving and petty crimes and shit. It wasn't that I got attacked with a golf club one time. I got hit with a brick. I mean, it was just like it wasn't that big a deal.
Crazy.
In the
man.
moment it was, right? But like,
Yeah.
that's how I saw a sword fight. I was walking down the street in the middle of the night. I looked to my left. I hear cling, cling, cling. 3 guys were fighting with swords, bleeding, the whole 9 yards. And I just kept walking. It wasn't even that big because
I'm not getting involved. I don't have a
well,
sword.
but also like that was normal. I remember sitting under the bridge one day and the guy was like, "You know this isn't normal, right? Like normal people are not walking around with knives." And I was, for me, it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It just became normal.
We're going back this way?
Yeah. Let's go find some people.
Yeah. I am shocked by the stories coming out of the tunnels. How can people survive down here? The Las Vegas Underground is an example of what's wrong with our approach to homelessness in America. It's difficult when people are arrested on random charges like jaywalking and given little resources when they get out of jail. We need more organizations like Shine a Light that treat humans with dignity. As for now, we are heading above ground to drive to a different tunnel, and I have no idea who we are bound to meet. Crazy that you just walk on the street next to all these buildings, golf courses, and then just right under here.
That's the biggest thing with homelessness, and especially in Las Vegas, right? Like nobody even knows they're here.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows they're here.
Yeah, it's where it becomes like this cat and mouse game of they don't want to be seen and they don't want to be, they don't want to get in trouble, which I understand, right? I was out here, did the same things.
You know that guy?
You want a cigarette? Want a cigarette?
He looks a little violent.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we not go in there?
It's all right. How are you, brother?
Who you work for?
Shine a Light?
Right. You was just say,
Rob.
Southern Nevada. I was just say, you. How you guys doing today?
Good, brother.
Good, how are you?
I can be better.
Yeah?
Going through a divorce.
Yeah.
It hurts bad,
Yeah.
like real bad.
I've been through 2 of them. I get
Where
it.
I don't give a about anything,
Our number's on there. You
Sorry
ever
to
want
hear
help,
that, bro.
man?
You've been through 2 divorces?
I have. Yeah.
Sucks.
Sucks like ass.
It sucks. It takes 2 to make it work. It takes 2 to want something beautiful. I'd rather throw you in the trunk and think of a bank.
Hey, our number's on that bracelet, man. If you ever want help, please call us.
It's really nice of you to give the bracelet. It's smart to do the bracelet because it stays on them.
Yeah.
Really smart. If you give them a card, that card will be gone in 2 seconds.
Gone.
2 seconds.
Shine a light. Anybody home? What's up, brother? How are you?
That dude right here.
You ever think about getting out?
I just finished having a job like 3 weeks ago, and I got a car, Sobriety would be great, you know what I mean?
What if we take care of you? What if we take care of the first 3 months?
Is that right?
Here's the deal. We'll walk through this together, okay?
Okay.
So I'll take you to Crossroads. You clear a detox. We'll put you into housing. In housing, you do treatment, kind of work on getting all your basic documents, anything you need, get you set up, then we'll put you in sober living. We pay for the first 3 months of sober living too. So it's 6 months. Focus on your recovery, look for good work, we'll help you get job development.
Changed my life, huh?
I did it, he did it, he did it. He's doing it.
I'm doing it right now.
He's graduating.
I'm graduating.
We'll help you.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. I need to get back on track. Like, everybody here is on my case too. Like, when are you going to get another job? When are you going to stop fucking this?
We support one another.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could get a phone number to call you guys back.
It's on your bracelet, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
On the inside.
Oh, okay.
It rings to all our phones.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah, I'll hit you guys up, bro.
Don't wait too long,
I
dog.
know. Hey, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks, bro.
Offer never goes away.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Offer
Very
never
nice to
goes
meet you, sir.
You
Nice
too.
to meet you, bro. Take care, man.
You guys have a great day. You too, bro. Stay safe out here.
Convincing people to accept help is no easy feat. Why should they trust anybody when they're constantly on high alert? But I'm about to talk to one volunteer who gives me hope on our way to the next tunnel.
My name's Raina. I'm originally from Southern California. I've lived in Vegas most of my life. I'm 30 years old.
Were you living in the tunnels?
I have lived in the tunnels before, yes. So I had a pretty normal childhood. My parents did their best with that. It was a good deal growing up. When I graduated high school, I had very low self-esteem. I was with a partner that I would do quite anything for. And they brought home heroin one day, and I was upset with the situation, but I didn't walk away from it. So my life changed after that. At that point, I had lived on my own. I had a car, job.
How old were you at that point?
18. As I became more physically dependent, I became friends with people that were more like me. And I eventually met people who live down in the tunnels. And I was very impressed by it at first. I had no idea that people lived down there, and it started to become more normal. I would go hang out. I had friends who were really nice, genuine people, and so I would try to provide it some kind of normalcy. You know, take them out to movies, whatever stuff, because I still had things. And slowly those things slipped away, lost the place, was living out of the car. I lost my car, and well, I knew exactly where to go because I knew safe people or people I felt safe around.
Right.
And said, hey, the day's come, I don't know what I'm doing. And you know, I was very fortunate in that I was immediately taken in and safe.
When you kept going there the first time, were you going there to do heroin or just to meet people?
I was going there, it was a safe place to use with other people. I lived in the tunnels as a whole for a couple years. Outside of that, I lived in abandoned buildings, you know, little dark places on the streets, people's couches.
How did you find your way out of the tunnels?
I got out of homelessness on a big arrest. I got arrested and they offered me treatment because I suffered from substance use disorder. And I took the offer, and my mom showed up to my court date out there. My family had been looking for me, and she asked if I could do treatment out here. So I went to Salvation Army in 2017, and I wasn't homeless after that. I stayed sober in 2019. It was a gradual process of figuring things out, but that's where I started to stay around.
That's awesome. And you've been sober for how long?
I've been sober for 4 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think it's nice to have resources and a community of people that we didn't have when I was out here.
Irish! Irish!
You know that guy?
Come to Chick-fil-A!
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about the dude with a sign on the street. I was just about to say, do you know that guy? But then I figured, now there's so many homeless people here, you probably don't know him. He's like, I know that guy. Yeah, let's go walk across and pick him, for sure. All right, we are going to find that guy holding the sign. Found the hole.
Yeah.
So it's common for people to kind of beg on the street in the day and then at night go in the tunnel?
Yeah, of course. They probably, you know, they take shifts, I'm sure, like spots and then go.
And how much money do you think they can make in one day by holding a sign here?
I had a guy, when I was first homeless, he was ruthless.
Yeah.
His signs would be like, I lost my brother, you know what I mean, just total guilt trip. He would make hundreds of dollars.
Really? But that's kind of up to say I lost my brother to get money. Like, that's 100%. Not cool, man. You're just lying to people, essentially.
So that's probably where it comes from for me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Irish.
Hey, man. How you doing, man? Drew, nice to meet you. You make any money out there?
No.
Nothing?
Did it on the strip before just for fun.
Did you make any money?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
How much?
$680 in one day, one morning.
What?
Yeah.
He said he made $680 in one day on the strip.
Yeah. Believe it. I threw a sign that said, my wife left me for a very ugly man with a much smaller penis than mine.
You put that on the sign?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. on the bottom. He bought my sign, a big sign. He bought it for $400 himself. Promised not to put his name on it anymore.
How long you been living out here?
Ever since my kids died.
When was that?
2011. My son was shot and killed out of jealousy because he got a full football scholarship.
Really?
And yeah, October 14, 2011, a drunk driver went off the side of the road and killed my daughter and grandson.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Yeah,
we got the whole crew with us. We have a bag full of supplies and we are heading in to our next tunnel. I still don't see the tunnel. Oh, it's there. It's like a puzzle to find the entrance to the tunnel. Oh, wow. That's the entrance? Whoa. That's how you get in?
Well, this is one way. He wanted to come this way.
What? You have to go down the rope?
Yeah.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
It's like right here by the...
Yeah, I mean, we walked around for like 15 minutes to find the entrance and it's this.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Have you seen
The wood ladder is pretty imposing.
Have you seen an entrance like this before?
I have not.
No, I have not.
Are you going down?
Yeah.
All right. We're going in. We're going in.
It was beautiful. Look at that form.
All good. Down we go. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Long walk, bro. Whoa, man. This is wild. We are walking in puddles right now. These are the only shoes I have. They're gonna be drenched for days. Water hitting us from the ceiling. Well, my feet are completely soaked in water, like socks and shoes, and doesn't smell good. Oh, this place is creepy. It's really dark and grimy down here. We've been walking in here for a while. It's crazy.
People brought 2 baby alligators from Florida here, and one of them died instantly, and the other one lived for 3 years. Got to be almost 7 feet long, and got a guy about 6 months ago.
There was an alligator in here? Whoa. Look at that.
Oh, you got any more flashlights?
No flashlights, you got socks and water. Sure.
Are you fixing your bike?
Huh? Oh, no. He's gonna fix that like my friend's bike.
Oh.
Here you go.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
It is so eerie down here, it's hard to put into words. The smell, the water at your feet. You can hear the cars above you. It's like, it feels like you're in a dungeon of hell, basically. How you doing, bro? What's going on? Where are you from, man?
From Hawaii.
Hawaii? Oh, which island?
Oahu.
Oh, nice.
So is Jesse. Yeah.
Yeah, so is Jesse, the guy who's coming right now. How long have you been down here?
Maybe about a year.
About a year?
Yeah.
You ever think about coming out?
Yeah, but the cops, like, on the streets, they bother me, like, every 2 days. Like, sometimes they throw in my shit, like, 2-3 times a week. They're hoping for you to catch a case, you know, and go to jail.
What's it like to live down here?
At first, they're creepy as but then, you know, like, it took me, like, 6 months before I'd even come in the tunnel. And then, you know, another, like, maybe 2-3 months of just staring in the dark from the opening.
Right.
Cause you see shit, you know, like all the time. I see all kinds of shit. I saw somebody riding by on a bike, but then they disappear.
How long do you plan to stay here?
I'm not sure.
You have everything you need? You have food?
Yeah, I'm good at finding stuff.
What do you do above ground?
I go treasure hunting. I go treasure hunting down here too.
What does that mean? Just looking around, finding stuff?
Yeah, I check the cracks, and then I'm good at finding shit. Like some punk ass stole my backpack like 3 weeks ago and stopped his car right in front of my cart, and then grabbed my backpack, 2 of my backpacks, and then dipped out. I had like 2 pounds of silver, close to ½ pound of gold that I found in the tunnels.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I pawned some of it, but dude stole like a good amount.
How many hours a day do you spend up versus down here?
Depends. If I go to the scrapyard, I'll be out all night, like looking around for shit, and then I kind of procrastinate, so I could be down here for days.
Is that tough, like mentally, to not see sunlight for days?
If you fall asleep and you wake up with no flashlight, it sucks. So I'm always wondering what time it is.
Have you found other people down here to be friendly?
Oh yeah, super friendly. Like, we'll kill you if you like a chomo or something, you know what I mean? But everybody's, for the most part, friendly.
Do you mind me asking, like, what were you doing before you came here?
I was a chef at the Wynn. I spent 87 grand a year.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good life.
Nah, everybody's up their asses and super pretentious, you know. I wasn't like a regular one. I used to cook for Mr. Wynn, so.
What's he like?
I'm Steve Wynn, and this is my new hotel.
Like, I'll be ordering like wildebeest or some penguins or something. He just likes mozzarella omelet with burnt onions, like burnt to charcoal.
So do you ever want to be a chef again, or not really?
Not really. Uber driving was fun.
You had the opportunity to keep, Ubering or being a chef, but you decided to come down here just because did you want to be away from people?
Well, I just want to be away from the cops, but so I used to make pretty good money, you know. Like, the only thing I really miss is my car and my bathroom and my kitchen. Because I had a badass kitchen and a huge bathroom, but you end up working like 16, 18 hours a day, just to pay for the place that you're not using.
Are you planning to go back out today, treasure hunting?
No, I gotta go cash out some shit. I got mostly everything ready to go cash out.
Do you mind if I take a look at some of the stuff you got?
Yeah.
Oh, you're cooking over here.
Well,
oh, you got...
It's like a $900 beach cruiser I found in the trash. It's a felt.
Oh. Dude, you got a whole lot of shit over here.
I got a specialized stump dumper down there. That's a $5,000 bike.
Dude, you got like tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff, bro.
I found Rifted for warning.
What's that?
A bag full of Jordans.
You just found it?
Yeah. Like one of those, you know, like limited edition jerseys.
Where'd you find it? In the dumpster?
Yeah.
So someone just threw it away and you just picked it up. That's
You
it?
just gotta know where to look. But like, I mean, them's all Jordans.
Dude, what the There's a lot of Jordans, man.
Hell yeah.
Why the hell would someone just throw that in a dumpster, bro?
You'd be surprised what you find in a dumpster.
What's the most valuable thing you found?
A Cartier Ballon Bleu watch.
What'd you do with it?
I was gonna pawn it, but then when I was shopping around the pawn shops, the person that I had it safekeeping was like, "They got us, bro." So yeah, whatever's, you know.
You got all that other stuff down there?
That's just like clothes that need to be washed. There's another dude's camp down there.
Are you friendly with him?
Yeah. I don't know if he's in or not.
Yeah.
His chick was acting up this morning, so he might be out treasure hunting too.
Damn, dude, you got all kinds of stuff in here.
Yeah. Most of it I tear apart.
Just for fun?
No, for scrap.
Oh.
Like shit I take is like, you know, like stuff that I can break apart for scrap.
So what do you do when it rains? You just go up?
Well, you just gotta be ready for if it's gonna rain big and fast, or...
How do you get a notice if it's gonna rain? Someone says, hey, it's raining.
I mean, sometimes you don't get no notice. You just gotta, like, your main shit that you don't want to lose, and just grab that shit and go sometimes.
How do you get power to cook?
Oh, wood fire.
You just make a wood fire?
Yeah.
But
I can do.
But there's no chimney, so what? It's just everything gets super smoky in here?
Nah, you just gotta know how to do it.
You think you'll ever have like the motivation to go out and work a big boy job again, like in the casino or something, the restaurant?
Now I'm smart enough to do whatever I like, just treasure hunting shit, and you know, make about the same.
You can make $80,000 a year?
Probably. I just gotta refine my little gold hunting skills.
It's impressive, dude.
Like I already know how to pull the gold out the circuit boards from all these computers and shit. So probably could come close.
You don't seem like someone who's taking drugs all the time.
I take drugs all the time, but I do that shit for fun, you know?
Yeah, you don't do it like 'cause you're...
Yeah, I don't steal from nobody to do that, or...
What drug do you prefer?
Crystal.
Yeah.
Everybody likes some blues and shit nowadays. Like, that shit's dangerous though.
Is it easy to find down here?
I mean, you can find it anywhere.
It's expensive?
Nah, it's super cheap shit down here. Like, you can get like $1,000 worth of shit for like 20 bucks.
Really?
40 bucks.
That cheap? Why is it so cheap here?
Because it's only worth what somebody gonna pay for it.
That's true.
Before you get it stolen, or...
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know.
Is this like a dark and scary place when you're all up?
Nah.
You just kind of zen out?
Ain't shit scare me no more. Like, I mean, you gotta really try.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I mean, I'm smart, so I could stay here, or I could go. I might make a Ninja Turtle layer deeper in.
How would you explain the tunnels of Las Vegas to somebody who's never heard of them before?
Fun and like good deals if you gotta know people first, though. You gotta know somebody's name and be invited, or else don't even come down, or else you might end up in a bird cage.
Yeah, I really appreciate you sharing, man.
No problem.
After being in the tunnel for a few hours, my feet are completely drenched, smell like crap, and what am I complaining about? These people have nothing. Addicted to drugs, it's really, really sad. And they do need help. Beneath the glitz and glamour of Sin City, there is a dark side that nobody is talking about. And today, I got to witness it firsthand. Homeless people across the US need our help, and they need better resources to combat drug addiction and mental health issues. No one should have to live this way, confined to darkness and forced to scavenge for basic needs. Nonprofits like Shine a Light are on the front lines of cleaning up our cities and are doing the work to recognize each individual and give them a home. I made this video to spread awareness and to remind you that the next time you're in Vegas, there's a whole world that exists right under your feet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.